Hi, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all on an episode of Running With You. And today we got to run about this video I came across, decided to react to it. I haven't watched it. I just looked at the title and it says, Man goes viral for sitting in his car for hours after work to avoid his wife. Now, we all have been there. We all, get off of work, get home, and for whatever reason, sit in the car for a little while to prepare ourselves to go inside and deal with whatever you have to deal with inside. Even if you live alone, sometimes you just after work that ride, you just want to sit in that car and just get that last moment of peace in your secluded area inside the car for whatever reason. Listen to music, probably check your phone one good time before you just, go inside and tend to whatever you need to tend to. And sometimes people do it before work. You listen to your favorite songs, you prepare your mind to get ready to go into work. But some people prepare their mind to get ready to go inside and deal with their family, whether it be some kids running around ruckus, or whether it be a wife that's just gonna, you know, nag at you as soon as you come into the door. And that's crazy because you deal with so much out the world. You would think you will be able to come home to your peace, you know. But let's see what he's talking about without further ado.
Bro, I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much. The only reason why I'm with her is because I'm broke and I don't have nowhere else to go. Like, I can't afford the rent on my own, and she makes more money than me. So, I mean, if I was to get a good job tomorrow, I'd be gone just like that with a woman I really want. But I can't afford the woman I want, so I got to settle for her.
Nah, I didn't think this would be the, the case. I don't know why he hates her like that. She must, get on his nerves a lot and must hang that over his head that she makes more money than him. A lot of men deal with women that make more money than them and they're the breadwinners in the situation in the relationship and they, hang that over a man's head. They uh make the man feel less of a man. They start calling him names. They, have low respect level for him because a lot of people feel like in a situation when it comes to relationship dynamics, you have to make more than your woman to avoid these type of situations, you know. So what I would say, if you in that type of situation, bro, you gotta go with your self respect. You gotta be with you gotta have your dignity. And women, just because you are living with a man, a lot of women feel like, man, a man could just up and leave me and I ain't gonna have nothing. But a lot of women are in the same predicament. The man could up and leave you even when you got more than him. And he probably just using you for a place to live. Some men be professional hobos, you know, uh, just mooching off somebody just because they don't want to pay rent on their own or they can't afford rent on their own, you know. So women, you got to be careful of men like this, because I think as a man, you shouldn't be just messing with somebody like this, man. Go ahead on, get your own shit, something, within your budget until you get up on your feet. But I'm just not a believer in being in a relationship, when you just can't stand the person you're in a relationship with, let alone living with them, cohabitating. So that's my opinion.
Literally. If we're being honest, I think I'm doing her a favor because
It's not,
she got low self-esteem anyway, and she bad built, so she
oh,
should be
okay.
lucky that I'm with her, if that makes sense. So I don't feel guilty about it, but I mean, some gotta give because I can't keep doing this.
I see what
Like
this
I could be with
is.
somebody I really want, but I refuse to do more. I'm kind of comfortable with being nothing.
This basically, I don't know if this video came before the other video. I just made a video just like that with a girl in her car. But I think he is basically doing the male version of that. But like I say, man, skits are embedded in reality. And I think a lot of people are dealing with this. A lot of big girls right now. He said she bad built, so I'm assuming she probably big or, you know, just not. fit. You know, a lot of women that are, you know, of a certain weight have men mooching up them just because they making a good amount of money. And a lot of those women be more submissive, you know, to keep a man around a lot of times. But women, y'all gotta beware of men like this using y'all, especially around tax season, especially around tax time. Men gonna be extra nice to you. Men gonna be extra, you know, kind to you. Even baby mamas, y'all gonna have y'all baby daddies being extra nice, extra kind, being on their best behavior for the last 3 months. Every time it seem like it about to be an argument when you picking at him, or he's backing off, you know, he's turning the other cheek all of a sudden. So y'all got to be wary of men like this. But I actually think he's just doing a remix of what the last video I did with the girl, this exact same thing, you know. But not the only thing about it, she was talking about she would rather be with her ex who beat on her. He ain't say nothing like that, but he basically making his own version of what she said. So yeah, man, the moral of the story is, man, be careful who you laying in bed with, because that person might not genuinely want to be there. And the moral of the story is, if you gotta use somebody and monkey branch off them until you get into a better situation, then you gotta self-reflect on yourself, because you must not got things in order, and you need to, you know, work on yourself just regardless of the fact that when you with somebody or not, to not have to feel like you dependent on someone, you know, especially if you're a man. Now, see, a woman, they got that right. They got that right, especially if they want to be a housewife, you know, but you got to do your part as the housewife. You can't be nagging and stuff when stuff got to get cleaned and stuff got to get cooked and stuff got to be nurtured to and catered to. Like, that's your part. But yeah, man, a lot of the stuff he was saying would sound like the same stuff that he heard that girl was saying on my last video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead on the last video I posted and check it out. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Is he right? Is he wrong? Should men start doing it? Because women been doing it for centuries, you know. But sure, like I said, man, men been doing this too, bro. Men get with women and live off woman to woman just because they can't live alone for whatever reason. They just usually always around other people, or they don't want to spend a lot of rent on their own. Like in this economy, bro, even especially since COVID, bro, a lot of people are shacking up because they don't want to pay full rent. Like families are staying together a lot because this economy just too high priced. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. If you would like to see me react to more content like this, write me in the comment section or hit up the email, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. Until next time, I'm out.